Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. Our first season in the franchise, and we are in the playoffs as the number one wild card. We're going to be taking on division rival New York Yankees. I cannot wait to get this series started. Let's hop in here and check out the rosters for both teams, see what our season stats are. Max Fried was 13-6 with a 2.26 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP. Garrett Cole 14-10, 3.04 with 1.10. Luis Heel 12-10, 3.42, 1.36. And Clark Schmidt 13-6, 3.59, 1.19. They're not even going to get to Carlos Rodon, which is good because he had an off season. Bullpen wise, these guys were phenomenal. Look at Beater, ERA and WHIP. Luke Weaver, almost 100 innings, sub 3 ERA, barely a 1 WHIP. Fernando Cruz, slightly elevated compared to the rest. He and Mark Leiter. Scott Efros, only pitched 26 innings, but was excellent. And Devin Williams, a closer. How many saves do you have? 43 saves, 181 ERA, 122 WHIP. On the hitting side, Austin Wells had an off year. Rookie Rolando Hernandez, we saw him in the series when we played against them earlier in the season. 234 is not that great. Andrew Vaughn only hit 225. Jazz Chisholm, though, 33 home runs, 32 steals. Really good season there. Third base, Cabrera, only 245. Pablo Reyes, only had 263 at-bats, nothing special. Volpe only hit 226, but 15 homers, 20 steals. Peraza, backup player. Dominguez, disappointing rookie season for him. Stanton, though, 36 home runs, 94 RBI. You can live with that batting average with that power production. Bellinger, 2020 season. Grisham was their backup outfielder. And Aaron Judge, 42 home runs, 97 RBI, hit 308. And I believe he was the MVP. Is that right? MVP, yes. Back-to-back years. And on the Tampa Bay Rays, let's get back to the pitchers. Shane McClanahan led the majors, 240 strikeouts, 295 ERA, 13-9. Rasmussen, 12-7 with a 242 and a 105. Pepio, 16-7, 263, 119. Shane Baz, not a bad year either. And Taj, slightly elevated ERA, mostly because of his home runs allowed. These two guys are going to be in the bullpen. We're going to go with these three guys in the series. Uceda started the year horrible and gets his ERA down to 3.2. Great recovery there. Kevin Kelly was stellar all year. Clevenger had his ups and downs. Andrew Wantz, need to send him back down. The computer called him up. We're not using him or Faedo. Manny Rodriguez will be back up. What was he during the year? 434. Walks were a bit high. And where's the other one? Nathan Lavender. He'll be called up as well. And more hits and innings pitched, and his walks were a bit high. But he was a Rule 5 pick. And then our closer, Pete Fairbanks. Excellent season, 2.62 ERA. And he led the league with 56 saves. Actually led the majors. Catching, Caratini was great. Hit 6 home runs after we traded for him. Rortvet's just a placeholder at backup. Yandy, disappointing batting average, disappointing RBI. Home runs were about what I expected. Brandon Lau, 27 home runs, 83 RBI. He had a huge series against the Orioles. Aranda, disappointing specifically because he has 62 contact and power, 65 power against righties. Just didn't do as well against righties as I expected, which is why we pulled him out of the lineup and brought in JD Martinez. Junior Caminero started slow, got hot, finished strong. Hassan Kim, disappointing 222 average, like the 29 steals, just missed getting a gold glove. Caballero was very serviceable as a backup, stole 24 bases in part-time play. Morel led the team, 33 home runs. Palacios, we'll see him in this series, specifically against left-handed pitchers. JD Martinez, great addition. His average bounced around, it was up, it was down, but the 18 home runs and 65 RBI and less than 400 at-bats is what we needed. And Johnny DeLuca, speed and defense, not much else. And my biggest disappointment, Josh Lowe. Dude hit 20 home runs 2 years ago, and he's likely going to be replaced with either a prospect or just traded out. He's just not going to perform well, but we'll see how he does in the playoffs. But that's where we are, and let's hop into this Game 1, Max Fried against Shane McClanahan in Tampa Bay. Let's go. And welcome to Gas Plant Ballpark in Tampa, St. Pete, as the Yankees come to town. Game 1 of the wild card against our Rays. Season series, they swept us in April and beat us 9 out of 12, so we got our hands full here. On the mound for Tampa Bay, our ace, Shane McClanahan. See what he had on the season. Would have had more than 13 wins if he could have held a few more leads and gotten a few more key hits. But he led the entire majors with 240 strikeouts. And the first batter he's going to face is Cody Bellinger. 2020 season this year for the Yanks. 2-2 pitch, being ground ball to third. Caminero knocks it down, picks it up, throws, and Bellinger beats it out. A little more speed than you think there. Caminero couldn't field that cleanly. That'll bring in Pablo Reyes playing third base today. So he hit 281 on the season. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Kim's got it. Throws to second. Relay to first. And he beats it out. A little slow on the transition there. And there's going to be 1 on and 1 out for Judge. And he's going to hit a pop fly down the left field line. Morel racing in near the line. He's going to have that for the second out. Not sure where Kim was. It's been an easier play for him to go get that. And that brings in Giancarlo. You can see 36 home runs, 94 RBI on the season. And he's going to take strike 3 up and in. So Shane pitches around the infield hit. We go to the bottom of half. Diaz, Caminero, and Lowe. And they're going to face Max Fried, see what he did on the season. 13-6, 2.26 ERA, 111 whip. Great season for him. And there's Yandy, disappointing average. RBIs for a little low. Home runs are okay. See if he does better here in the playoffs. 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Grisham is going to settle under that and have that for the first out. You got Grisham in center field. Bellinger at DH. I think I'd put Bellinger in left and DH Stanton. Next up is Caminero, hottest hitter going down the stretch. And he's going to hit a fly ball into right field. Judge is going to drift back. Easily have that for the second out. It's really important that Junior does well here in the playoffs. Then steps Brandon Lau. 2 big home runs in that Orioles series. Second on the team in home runs, first in RBI. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a line drive to center field. That's going to get down. Center fielder was swung over to right, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. And Brandon Lau is going to get a 2-out double as his hot bat continues. Got to bring in Christopher Morel. Led our team in home runs this year. See if we can get a clutch 2-out hit here in the first. 2-2 pitch. And he swings and misses on the high fastball. So Fried pitches around the 2-out double. We're going to go to the second inning. This all-important game 1 is still tied 0-0. And leading off for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm playing second base. And he's going to hit a fly ball in the center field. DeLuca barely has to move, and there's going to be 1 down. Very important to keep his 30 steals off the bases. That brings up Andrew Vaughn. The 1-1 pitch to him. It's going to be a little flare into right field, and that's going to drop in front of Palacios, who's starting over Josh Lowe today. Trent Grisham coming in now. 1 on, 1 out, and he's going to fly ball to the left. Morel racing over towards the corner on the track in front of the walls. Got it. Throw it back in. Holds that runner at first. Now we have 1 on and 2 out. That'll bring in the shortstop, Volpe. 3-2 pitch to him is up and in for ball 4. So Clanahan missed with location. See what he can do now here with the catcher. Hernandez hit the fly ball in the right center. DeLuca is going to easily run over and grab that. And the Yankees get 2-man on, but McClanahan pitches around the runners. Go to the bottom half. 5, 6, and 7 are up for the Rays. And J.D. Martinez, our big free agent signing earlier in the season, gave us what we needed. Those 18 home runs. Probably should have signed him earlier in the season, maybe spring training. And he swings right through the fastball right down the middle. Not sure how he missed that one, but it's Fried's second strikeout. Get a replay of this. He just blew it right by him. Challenged him, and Fried wins. So now bringing a catcher, Victor Caratini. You can see he hit 6 home runs in the 2 months that we had him in Tampa Bay. He's been a much better hitter at the catcher position. He's going to take that down and in. And a nice shot of the left field stands here in this custom stadium. And Fried's 3-2 pitch is on the way. And it's a little flare over short. That's going to drop in front of Stanton. So Caratini is going to get on with 1 out this time. And that'll bring up Palacios. He's got a much better contact rating against lefties than Josh Lowe does. And Lowe tends to strike out a lot, so hoping Richie can put the ball in play here. 1 on, 1 out, 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be a tapper to second. Jazz gets it, spins, throws the second to get the catcher, and no replay. Palacios too quick down the line, so still going to have a man on first and 2 out. Ha-Seong Kim, another disappointment with the bat. Almost won a Gold Glove with his glove, though. Holding place until Carson Williams can get up to the majors. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses a sinker off the plate. Nasty pitch by Fried. Rays get a man on, don't get him in. We're through 2 innings. There's still no score. And leading off the third, Cody Bellinger. 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a tapper to first base. Yandy's going to have that for the first out. That'll bring in Pablo Reyes. Don't know much about him. Signed him as a free agent in the offseason. The 0-2 pitch, and he swings it and misses on the fastball in on him. For the second out, it's a second K for Shane. And that brings in Judge, dangerous hitter. Doing whatever we can to keep him in the ballpark. And it's going to be a ground ball to second. Brandon Lyle's got that. Easy throw. And a quick 1-2-3 for Shane. We go to the bottom of the third inning. There's still no score. And leading off for the Rays, center fielder Johnny DeLuca. And he's going to hit a little flare in the short center field. And that's going to drop in front of Grisham. So the Rays get their leadoff man on. DeLuca's got a lot of speed. He's not necessarily a stolen base threat, but 97 speed. Can go with that. There's going to be a Yandy Diaz. He's going to hit one into the same spot in center field, and that's going to drop. And DeLuca, with those wheels, gets all the way around to third. Big scoring opportunity here now. Junior up with men at the corners and nobody out. Free to head in the count. 0-2. Here's a pitch. There's a fly ball in the left field. Stanton drifting back towards the corner. Edge of the warning track. He's got it, and they're never going to throw out DeLuca. So Tampa Bay breaks on top with the sac fly by Junior Caminero. It's 1-0. Still got a man on first and 1 out. Brandon Lau coming up, had that line drive double, his first AB. And he swings and misses on the changeup and strikes out for the second out here. That'll bring Kristen Morel, cleanup hitter, and he's going to get hit in the low back. So now we're going to have 2 men on and 2 outs. That'll bring in JD Martinez, see if he can come up clutch here. Has a high clutch rating. His first pitch, and that's going to be a line shot into right center field. That's going to get down. That's going to score at least 1 run. They're going to send Lau. He's around third. Throw coming in, and they're not going to get him. JD Martinez comes through huge with a 2-run double. Makes this a 3-0 Rays lead here in the third inning. Just goes with the pitch. Hard line drive, gets all the way down into the wall. Exactly why we brought him in. That's going to bring in Caratini, the catcher. And he's going to hit pop fly, shallow right field. Chisholm's going to stand under it and catch that. That'll be the third out, but the Rays break through. JD Martinez drives in 2 with a clutch double. Caminero sac fly. We're up 3-0 after 3. Leading off, Giancarlo Stanton. Flanagan's pitch, and he swings and misses and strikes him out for the second time in 2 at-bats. It's his third K of the game. That'll bring up Jazz. 3-2 pitch. And just misses. Tried to get him to chase the curveball. Now we have an issue. We got a 30 stolen base guy on base. See if they want to run with him. And Vaughn hits a shot to left field. And this game is now a 1-run game as Andrew Vaughn takes McClanahan's changeup, dumps it over the wall in right center field out by the concession stand. Don't think that's where he wanted that changeup. And the Yankees climb back in with 1 swing of the bat. Worried about Judge, worried about Stanton. And then you give up that shot to Vaughn. 418 feet. That'll bring in Trent Grisham. 1 out, 1-2 pitch. And it's a tapper back to the mound. Shane's got it. He'll turn and throw, and there's going to be 2 down. And that'll bring in shortstop Anthony Volpe. 0-1 pitch to him. And it's a ground ball smash. Kim's got it. Backhand throw. And he just gets him for the third out. Those walks will come back to hurt you. And Andrew Vaughn made McClanahan pay with a 2-run bomb to left center field as we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-2 Tampa Bay. Leading it off for the Rays, Richie Palacios. And he's going to hit a fly ball down the left field line. Stanton with a long run. Is he going to get there? And he does in foul territory over by the bullpen. He doesn't have great wheels on the bases, but he showed some there in the outfield. That'll bring in Hassan Kim now. Nobody on, 1 out. And he takes Fried's first pitch and lines it into center field. And Grisham's going to have that for the second out. And that'll bring in Johnny DeLuca. Singled and scored his first time. 2-2 pitch from Fried. And it's a line drive base hit into center field again. So DeLuca, offense is showing up in the playoffs when we need it most. Now we got speed at first with 2 out. If Yandy can find a gap somewhere, we can score another run. 1-2 pitch. And it's going to be a base hit past the first baseman into right field. And Judge bobbles it, and DeLuca's going to go to third. He was going to stop. He saw him bobble it, and he gets into third easily. So now we have men at the corners and 2 out. And that's going to be it for Fried. Aaron Boone's going to take him out of the game. Seen enough. Rays erupt in the last 2 innings. And coming out of the pen for the Yankees, it's going to be Marcus Stroman, starting pitcher. You can see he only pitched in 18 games this year. Pitched great. Going to see a lot of sinkers. Rays are going to have to set their sights low in the strike zone. It brings him Caminero now. And it's a ground ball knocked down by Reyes and a flip to second, and they still get the runner. So Caminero grounds out to end the inning. Rays got us all excited, but nobody scored. We're going to go to the 5th. Leading off catcher Ronaldo Hernandez. 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball base hit between third and short. So the Yankees get their leadoff man on here in the 5th, and they go to the top of the order now. Always dangerous. Cody Bellinger up. Down on the count 0-2. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses on a nasty curveball by Shane. That's a first out. Lefty on lefty crime there. That'll bring in Reyes, the 2-2 pitch. And he takes a curveball up and in for strike 3. So Shane gives up the leadoff single. Now he's striking out the next 2 guys, and Judge is up. The 2-0 pitch, and that's high. I don't think he wants anything to do with Judge. Nope, that was an intentional walk. 4 straight balls. Not going to let Judge beat you. Rather face Stanton, who he's struck out twice already in this game. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. Junior's got it. Throw to second, and they get out of the jam. Smart pitching there by McClanahan. Not giving in to Judge. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still 3-2 Tampa Bay. And leading off, second baseman Brandon Lau. He's already doubled earlier in the game. 3-2 pitch. And there's a shot down the left field line. Stanton's pulled all the way into left center. He had the shift on, and that's going to drop off the top of the wall. And Lau's going to be in with his second double of the day. Beats the shift by taking the outside pitch and going with it. Smart hitting there by Lau. That'll bring in Morel now. Man on second. Nobody out. Key RBI spot here. And he's a fly ball in the center field. Grisham drifting back towards the warning track. He's got it. Lau's going to tag, and he's going to go to third easily. So now the Rays have a man at third base with less than 2 outs. Just got to make sure we don't pop out or strike out. Got to get this ball out of the infield. Yankees are not playing in. Surprising. JD up again. Clutch 2-run double last time. Here's another smash into right center field. Back to the track, to the wall, and it's off the wall. JD with another RBI double. And it's now 4-2 Tampa Bay. Talk about clutch, my goodness. 2 doubles to that right center field gap. Drives in 3 of the 4 runs. Get a nice drone view of that. You can see more of the ballpark too. Just missed a home run. That brings in Caratini, man. Scoring position now. 1 out. Still not done here. And it's going to be a little flare into left field. Stanton running in, and he's going to catch that for the second out. And that'll bring in Palacios. Full count now. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a tapper back to the mound. Stroman's got it. Flips to first, and they get out of the inning, only allowing one. But JD Martinez having a huge game one. Back-to-back RBI doubles. Gets us back to a 2-run lead. We go to the 6th inning. And leading off, Jazz Chisholm walked last time, scored on the home run. Clanahan's first pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Kim's got it. Throw to first. Got him. Good job there. Keep those wheels off the base paths. Yeah, bring up Vaughn. He's got a single and a home run today. And it's a ground ball. Base hit up the middle again. He's 3 for 3 on the day. That'll bring in Grisham. And he's going to get a base hit between first and second. So now the Yankees have 2 men on and 1 out. That'll bring in Volpe. Here's the pitch, and there's a ground ball to second. Lau flips to short. Kim's relay, and they get him just barely. Clutch double play by Shane there to get out of that jam. Tampa Bay is living dangerously with these runners on base for New York. We're going to go to the bottom of the inning. Rays are up 4-2. And Ha-Seong Kim, part of that double play at the end of the inning, leads off. And he's going to get a base hit up the middle. So the Rays will get their leadoff man on again. And this time we definitely have a stolen base threat. I guarantee he's going to go on the first pitch. DeLuca squares around. I don't think they're trying to sacrifice. Here's the pitch. He pulls the bat back, throw down, and he's in easily with a stolen base. So now we have a man in scoring position. Nobody out. DeLuca's already had 2 singles to center field. See if he can get another one or at least move the runner up. 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses, and the ball goes to the backstop. Kim goes to third, and DeLuca's going to be safe on the wild pitch. Wow. Stroman gets the strikeout, and the runner still gets on. So now we have men at the corners and nobody out for Yandy. Here's the pitch, and there's a fly ball into right field. Judge is drifting back edge of the warning track that should be deep enough. Kim tags. Here's the throw, and he's safe. So the Rays increase that lead up to 5-2 now. Man on first, 1 out, full count now to Junior. His sac fly earlier in the game, and he swings and misses on a cutter on the inner half. Was late on that one. Good strikeout there for Stroman, and now they have 2 outs and a man on first for Brandon Lau. 2 hits today, and ground ball to short, and it's going to be through for another hit. DeLuca's going to go to third, so now we're going to have men at the corners. 2 outs. Christopher Morel trying to add on to this 5-2 lead. And the pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball into right field. Judge is going to run over towards the line. And he'll have that for the 3rd out. The Rays. A lot of guys on the base paths that half inning as they add another run. We're up 5-2. Top of the 7th now. Catcher Hernandez leading off. And it's going to hit a ground ball to first. Diaz has it. Hits Shane with the throw. And he beats the batter to the bag for the 1st out. That'll bring up Bellinger. And it's going to be a little flare in the center field. Kim running back. And he's got it. 2 outfielders were not going to get to that. So great range by Kim. And that'll bring in Reyes now. He's 0 for 3 on the day. 1-2 pitch. And a little flare to short, and Kim's going to easily have that for the 3rd out. So the Yankees go down quickly here in the top of the 7th inning. See if the Rays bats can increase this lead. That might be all for Shane McClanahan today. And new pitcher for the Yankees, Luke Weaver, coming in. Great season, 99 innings. Below a 3 ERA, barely over a 1 whip. Leadoff man JD Martinez, back-to-back doubles in his last 2 at-bats. And he's going to hit one into right field. Judge is going to have that for the 1st out. So he's hit almost everything to the right side so far. That brings up Caratini now with 1 out. Weaver heading the count 1-2. And he swings at a pitch up in his eyes for strike 3. He's so confused he's walking to the Yankees dugout. And now we got 2 outs for Palacios. See if we can work some 2-out magic again. 0-1 pitch from Weaver. And it's going to be a fly ball into left field. Stanton's going to drift over, and he'll have that for the 3rd out. Weaver quickly goes through the lineup here in the 7th, so we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. Still 5-2 Tampa Bay. And new pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays, Kevin Kelly. You can see what kind of season he had. 9-2, 30 holds, 1.68 ERA, 0.86 WHIP. Best setup man on the staff. And he's going to get Judge to foul that one off. 3-2 count. See if we can get him with the cutter up and away. And he fouls another one off. Judge making him work. This is going to be a 9th pitch to the AB. Here's the pitch, and he takes the sweeper on the outside edge for strike 3, and Judge can't believe it. Look at this pitch. Breaks out the sweeper, first time all at bat, locks him up. Strike 3. That'll bring in Stanton. 2 strikeouts already. Nobody on. 1 out. That pitch is low. And we got a 3-2 count here. And it's going to be another foul ball. These 2 batters are making Kelly work hard. Lots of foul balls. Up to his 20th pitch. We're only 2 batters in. And it's going to be a ground ball past Caminero down the left field line. So Stanton's going to get on base for the first time. And at least it's a ground ball, not a fly ball. That'll bring in Jazz Chisholm. 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch. And it's a pop foul, third base side. Caminero drifting over behind the coach's box. He's going to have that for the second out. Big out there. That'll bring in Vaughn. Like I said, homered earlier. And he takes strike 3. Kevin Kelly. Masterful pitching there. Threw way more pitches than he wanted to, but he gets out of it. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. 5-2 Tampa Bay. And Luke Weaver still on the mound. Only threw 9 pitches, mowing through our batting order last half inning. Kim leading off here. And it's going to be a tapper up the middle. Volpe's going to have that and throw on the run, and he'll get Kim easily for the first out. That'll bring in DeLuca. 2 for 3, 2 singles. Strikeout, 0-2 pitch. And he strikes out on a fastball down and in. Kind of hard to get batted on that one. They're 2 down. That brings up Yandy. 2 for 3. RBI sac fly. 0-2 pitch from Weaver. And he strikes out. So Weaver comes in, strikes out 3 of the 6 batters he faces. We're going to the top of the 9th. You know who's coming in for Tampa Bay? That man right there, Pete Fairbanks. 56 saves, led the majors. 2.62 ERA and a 1.18 WHIP. You already know his history with the Yankees. We're going to bring in Jonathan Aranda to play first base. A little better defense than Yandy Diaz at first, but Judge gave him his first blown save of the season. See if we can avoid that. Grisham leads off, and he's going to hit a tapper to second base. Easily taken by Lau and throws him out for the first out. See if we can keep everybody off base before we get to the top of the order. Here's Volpe, 0-2 pitch, and he takes strike 3. Right down the middle. Wasn't expecting that. Sweeper working good for everybody today. And the 1-1 pitch is a fly ball. Hernandez hits this down the left field line towards the corner, and Morel's got it, and the Rays win. There we go. Huge Game 1 win against the Yankees, especially since we lost 9 out of 12 during the regular season against them. Got to get off to a quick start in these short 3-game series. You can see Max Fried made him throw a lot of pitches, got him out early. Andrew Vaughn, 3 hits and a home run. Shane does his job. JD, 2 clutch doubles, driving in 3. And Tampa Bay leads 1-0 as we get ready for Game 2. Let's go to this box score. You can see 3 hits, 2 RBIs for Vaughn. He was pretty much their entire offense. Fried and Stroman give up 5 in 6 innings. On the Tampa Bay side, 2 hits for Diaz, 3 hits for Lau, 2 hits for Martinez, both doubles, 3 RBIs, 2 hits for DeLuca. McClanahan gives up that 2-run homer, and that's it. And Kelly and Fairbanks shut it down as the Rays win Game 1, 5-2. And a thrilling Game 1 win for the Rays. Take this 1-0 lead in the best of 3, see if we can finish this off in Game 2 at home. Drew Rasmussen against Luis Gil. Hopefully Rasmussen will continue to pitch as well as he's done all season, and the bats will stay alive, and we can finish this off quick and get on to the Baltimore Orioles. So Hey, if you like the series, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back tomorrow with Game 2 of Tampa Bay and the Yankees in the AL Wildcard in this Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.